What's going on, melon farmers? D-Mac back with the final installment of the Ballad of Joey Terrible for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, I set up our contracts. I whipped through the offseason really quickly, and I think I basically got us taken care of for the next couple of years. So we can just kind of fast track it, man. I can fast track all the off seasons. Don't really got to do all that much, basically, and I can get this done a lot flipping quicker than I've been getting the other ones done. So this team, I gotta tell you, is pretty damn beast mode. But I also have some bad news. Oh yeah, before we get too far, if you haven't already, scroll down, hit that like button. Blah, 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 blah. Joey Terrible, we got some bad news. Joey Terrible. His potential dropped to AHL bottom six forward. But we got him signed $3 million a year for 3 flipping years. Look at this team. We got Joey Terrible, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, Jakub Vrana, Anthony Cirelli, and Trevor Moore, Brandon Hagel, Ivan Barbashev, and Anthony Mantha. And on the fourth line, we got Barre Boulet, Strachan, and Salvador. Look at this, though. Defense, Hedman, McAvoy, Chernak, Sergachev, Yoki Haru, and Cal Foote. And I was able to do this because I moved on finally from Andrei Vasilevsky. He was in his 30s. He still had that franchise tag, so I was able to get a bunch of players and a couple of picks for him. Hugo Allenfeld is a legitimate starting goaltender, and we got him on a really nice contract. And also this guy, Jose Yell, an elite goaltender who can take over the net from Allenfeld after this season. We got her all done. We got her all taken care of. Everything's looking real solid. I am going to jump into the calendar, simulate to January 1st, and we're going to see how everybody's doing. All right, so not exactly the result I was looking for, but we are a 500 team, 15-2, 32 games into the season here at January 1st. Anthony Cirelli is actually leading this team in points, which is kind of surprising, but at the same time, it's kind of not as well, right? Because, I mean, we have a great top line aside from Mr. Joey Terrible, who's got 2 goals, 16 assists, and 18 points. My goodness, he just has the worst. He just has like the absolute worst attributes in the universe, but that offensive awareness is fantastic. The poise is fantastic. He does have 18 points. Now, that brings his career totals up to 162 points in 524 games. You know, the funny thing is, if you were to just look at any NHL player, the first 2 seasons were pretty brutal, but after that, as soon as we hit like year 3, it's like this guy's had like a halfway decent career. And I mean, yes, we have basically put him on a top line the whole time, right? So it's like he should be producing even better, but I mean, I want to show you guys something very funny before we get going. Before we get to the end of the season, I do want to show you something that I found quite funny. When it comes to trade value, where is he now? Joey Terrible. Look at his value. This guy actually has value. Like, I could get, let's see, a comparable trade value. I'd say what? A second? Yeah. Like, actually, he's worth more than that. Wow. So I could get like a third, I could get like a second and a third for Joey Terrible. That's kind of unbelievable, right? That's so funny. We're going to go exit trading, though, because I don't actually want to trade him. Okay, so let's simulate to the end of this season and see how he does. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so there was a couple of times in there where we went on a couple nice little winning streaks, and we're 43-34-5. We made the playoffs. We were a wild card team in the East. That is amazing. We were 500 a while back, and we actually ended up making it as the number 1 wildcard team in the East. So that's kind of fantastic. Let's see how everybody did to end it all off this season. What do we got? Joey Terrible, 47 points. He stayed 69 overall, but he got 47 points. Oh my God. Okay, I want to see, did Hedman drop? Oh, he did. He did drop. What about Cooch? Did he? Not really. He's 34. But Hedman's like 36 or something like that. But that is amazing. Joey Terrible, 47-point season, puts his career totals up to 191 points. This is his career season right there. 14 goals, 33 assists. and he hasn't even played 600 career games yet. And we are about to go to the playoffs. I want to see how the goaltending was. Hugo Alnfelt was actually not that bad. 906, 2.75. Jose Yell played 19 games. He did climb up to 81 overall. He had an 898 and a 299. That's not brutal. It's not amazing, but he is a rook. So what are you going to do? But hey, man, we just made the playoffs. So you know what? Let's get through them. Let's get to the calendar and let's just simulate on ahead and see how we did. What we're going to do is we're going to simulate all the way to June, basically to player retirement. And let's see how we do. New York Rangers, round 1. Yeah, it's fine. Loss. Okay, we got swept in the first round. Okay. Well, that's no good. It's all right, though. It's all right. I think the reason why we made the playoffs is because I got an A-plus coach. Look at this. The Ottawa Senators and the Belleville Senators won the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup. That's fantablicious. New salary cap is $99 million. I think we're just about at it. So now we are at player retirement. So let's see, did Mr. Joey Terrible do any growing? He's going to be back down in the system, folks. But let's just see where he ended up. Did he grow at all? He didn't grow at all. Oh, no. 69 overall. His speed went down. His defense got better. His durability went down. His puck skills went down. His shooting got... Like, his attributes jumped all over the damn place, man. All right, so... Like I said, I think we can basically fast track the off season. So I'll see you guys at the beginning of year, what would it be? Year 8. We're going to do 9 seasons in his career. After this off season, I believe he goes exact. So I think after this, it's going to be very tough to grow him. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. All right. So here we are back at the beginning of year 8. In the career of Mr. Joey Terrible. We've edited all of our lines. Joey Terrible did not grow even after a career season, but his potential did go exact. AHL bottom 6 forward. So I think we're just going to play out his salary and see what his career totals are. Look at this grody team, though. Joey Terrible, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov. Second line, it's now Cole Caulfield, Anthony Cirelli, and Clayton Keller. Third line of Brandon Hagel, Amish Barbie, and Trevor Moore. We got the newcomer Tyler Willis with Joey Strachan and Anthony Mantha. And on defense, we did finally have to let go of Victor Hedman. I believe he retired. He was like 37 or something like that. Sergachev and McAvoy is our number 1 pairing. We got Eric Chernak and Cal Foote is our number 2. Dominic Mason and Henry Jokiharju. So our defense did take a bit of a hit. And in net, we're going to go with Hugo Alnfelt and Jose Yell, who jumped to 85. But Hugo Alnfelt does have better poise than Jose Yell. I'm thinking they're probably going to get quite the split in games, you know what I mean? But I got him on all the special teams time and everything. So let's just simulate on ahead to January 1st and let's get through this again. Okay, so here we are at January 2nd. There was a game on the 1st, so I decided to get us through it. But oh my God, the Tampa Bay Lightning are 25-10-2, 37 games into the season. So let's see, how is Joey Terrible doing this year, man? Braden Point leading the parade with 39 points in 37 games. Joey Terrible, 23 points. Those attributes are, I don't think he's ever really going to grow again. But my guy did cross 200 career points this season already, and he's got 45 games left to go. Here's another thing I'm curious about. Look at our, oh my God, look at our goaltending. Oh my, Jose Yell, 930, 2.03, and Hugo Alnfelt, 925, 2.45. We are getting some gosh darn goaltending this year, man. And it's like our defense arguably got slightly worse, but we're just a powerhouse of a flipping team. Jesus. All right, let's simulate to the end of this season. Come on, we got to get Joey Terrible a Stanley Cup. That's what we need, man. We need to make this kid a cup champion. He's got the poise now. He's been to the playoffs, what, 3 times? 4 times? Never made it out of the second round. Alrighty, so as we end the season, we finish off 44, 28, and 10. We went on about a 64 million game losing streak in there somewhere, but we won our last game of the season, and we did make the playoffs. This time, we are the third seed team in our division going up against the Ottawa Senators in the first round of the playoffs. But first, obviously, we got to check and see, how did Mr. Terrible do? Mr. Terrible, alongside Kucherov, who led the team in points. And oh my God, he actually had another career year. Joey Terrible, the 27-year-old, had a 51-point season at 69 overall. So in his career now, in 656 games, he has 78 career goals, 164 career assists, and 242 points. Now, can we get him to 300 career points in his final season in the National Hockey League? Because that's when his contract expires, and he has no business being here anyway. You know what I mean? Look at this, too. Clayton Keller, what a pickup we found in him. 70-point season for him. I think our goaltending did take a bit of a step down towards the end of the season. Yeah, Yell ended up playing 56 games. He went 28, 21, and 6 with 5 shutouts. Ended with a 9.06 and a 2.74. Still fantastic. Mr. Hugo Allenfelt, though, man, 9.26, 2.29. He was an absolutely fantastic 1B. So, let's just get right into the playoffs now. We'll go to our calendar. We're going to go to June, and hopefully we can get out of the first round. And not only that, hopefully we can get out all 3 rounds into the Stanley Cup Finals. So let's do this against the Ottawa Senators, baby. And our minor league team made it too. Oh my, I thought we were going to sweep them. We just got what? Two losses in a row. We're in the second round. There you go. Win. Another sweep. We're in the third. Oh my goodness. We are in the third round. Come on, get out of here. Loss, win, loss, damn. We ended up getting to the third round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Seattle Kraken win their first ever Stanley Cup, and the Calder Cup champions back-to-back years were the Belleville Senators. The salary cap is finally over $100 million as we enter this offseason. We're not going to have a pickup there. So let's get out of this calendar, and I am curious as to, because he's not going to show up there because we're in the offseason again. So in the system, now we got to go find him. Mr. Joey Terrible, where are you, buddy? Joey Terrible. I want to see how he did in the playoffs. Let's see, playoff stats. He's been to the playoffs 5 times, and he has 15 points in 43 games, and 11 of those 15 points came in these playoffs, where he was a +3. He had 1 goal, 10 assists, 11 points in 16 games. Not too gosh darn bad. But this season, he was also playing 22 minutes a goddamn game. That's craziness. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is get through the offseason, and this will be the last hurrah of Joey Terrible. All right, welcome back to the final season in the career of Mr. Joey Terrible. This team took a bit of a step down this year. We kept pretty much the whole damn band together this is year 9. 9 years we kept most of this band together. A lot of them aged out. Kucherov is retired. Hedman has retired. Everybody's retiring. And everybody's getting older, so everyone's starting to drop down. Let's go to the edit line screen. I did kind of fast track the offseason, but our new top line is 28-year-old Joey Terrible, who, again, didn't grow because his potential dropped to AHL bottom 6 forward. He's in the final year of his contract. Braden Point, 33 years old, still 90 overall, and we got Cole Caulfield beside him to hopefully throw in some goals as well. Second line is Clayton Keller, Anthony Cirelli, and Mr. Tyler Willis, Trevor Moore, Amish Barbie, and Brandon Hagel, with Anthony Mantha, Joey Strachan, and Alex Barre-Boulet. And defense, we got Sergachev and McAvoy with Chernak and Foote, Yoki and Mikko Kokkonen. Now in net, Mr. Jose Yell and Mr. Hugo Allenfelt yet again. Got Joey Terrible on all the special teams lines as per usual. So let's just get to January 1st, see what we accomplished this year. Alrighty, so January 2nd rolls around. We are 14-14-7. We are a 500 team, 30, what is it? 34 games into the season? Yeah, that sounds about right. No, 35 games into the season. No good at mathing. Clayton Keller leading this team with 25 points in 35 games. This is a rough end. But, all good things have to eventually come to an end. And Mr. Joey Terrible is nowhere to be found on this list. He is way down here with just 12 points in 35 games this season. But look at the poise. 87 poise on this kid. You want to know what's going to happen? He's going to have a miserable step down season. And then if by some miracle we happen to make the playoffs, he is going to be a monster. But at the end of this season, we are going to take a nice little retrospective look at his career. And we'll go through all his numbers, and you guys can share in the comments how you thought this was going to go. Let's just get to the end of it. So again, after a miserable start to the season, holy crap-a-moly, these Tampa Bay Lightning, they just refuse to lose. We went on a crazy little couple of runs there throughout the season, got ourselves up 43, 29, and 10, and baby, we're the third seed team again in the Atlantic. So we're in the playoffs again, and Braden Point picked her right up and actually had a decent flipping season. So Braden Point, 70 points. Leading the parade. Joey Terrible, nowhere to be found on this list. Oh boy, so let's go down and find him. There he is, 39. Wow, he actually kind of saved his season there a little bit, man. All right, so let's see the final. We were unable to get him to 300 career points, but Joey Terrible played in his career in 738 NHL games and had 281 points. Not too bad. And what a gentleman. Look at this guy. 122 career penalty minutes. Wow. It's pretty wild. And in his career, he shot over 9%. With these attributes. It's kind of a miracle. It's kind of miraculous. I'm very curious, so I do want to look and see how did our goalies do. Mr. Yell, Jose Yell, the 24-year-old, actually did a little bit better this year than he did last year. He had a 9.11 and a 2.74. He did not grow throughout the season. Hugo Alnefelt did drop off a little bit, but we do have two starting goaltenders, and that's generally speaking not a good way to go. So I think we're taking on the Florida Panthers in round one. Let's get through the playoffs. We'll get to the retirement page where Mr. Joey Terrible will be doing his retiring. So how do we do in this? Win, 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 loss, loss, win. Okay, we're in the second round, baby. Up against the Buffalo Sabres. Loss, win, win, loss, win, loss, win. We're in the third round again against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Here we go. Loss, win, loss, loss, win, loss. Damn it. So we made it to the conference finals yet again against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Vancouver Canucks eventually do take the Stanley Cup, and the Texas Stars get the Calder. So let's just get ahead to player retirement, where I don't care what happens, Mr. Joey Terrible will be retiring. We had a nice long run in the playoffs too, so now I got to go find him. I'm going to go find Mr. Joey Terrible, who actually played in the National Hockey League all the way to 2030. It'd be great if we could look and see, because it's like if you could just let him grow just one time, you know? He did end up having that 39-point season. He turned this season around quite a bit, and in the playoffs had 4 goals, 5 assists, and 9 points. So in his career, Joey Terrible was able to get into 62 playoff games, have 7 goals, 17 assists, 24 points, and shot 8.8%. Not too shabby for a guy that never got above 69 overall. But I think this is where his career comes to an end. I'm just very curious, what would he want? He would want about the same. I would be able to get him 3 years, $3 million. But I think that's basically all she wrote. I do want to go to the Tampa Bay Lightning record book just to see, did he get did he get into any of them, you know? Is he anywhere? Franchise for career points? No. Seasons? No. Assists? No. Games played? No. Penalty minutes? No. Hugo Alnfelt? No. So then we'll go in a season. Does he hold any records ever? No, he does not. What about for a rookie? Absolutely not. Current. We had no rookies last year? Wow. In a single game? No. Nowhere to be found anywhere. That's wild. Okay. So he's completely going to be wiped off the face of existence the second this video ends. But it was fun just to see. Next time, there's been a couple of comments of people that have suggested different things to do. I'm going to go back and look at some of them again because some of them were pretty darn fun. You know what I mean? So that's going to do it for the Joey Terrible saga. These 3 episodes are now done. We're going to find another one to do in like a week or something like that. We'll figure one out. I'll set it all up, and we'll start a different fun little series like this while we get through the final season of the DMAC Be a Pro series and the Sault Ste. Marie Snow franchise mode as we get excited for NHL 23 to come out. Anyway, that is going to do it for me for this one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the freaking time. And until next time, you beautiful melon farmers, have a good one.